CosmicKait, welcome back to my galaxy, and today we have an unboxing of another collector's box. June and July are big months for G Fuel. We happen to see a lot of launches, especially with collector's boxes and new flavors. And lo and behold, the newest, Yuzu Slash, which is a new PewDiePie inspired flavor. Right off the bat, the box is beautiful. This was actually teased in a lot of PewDiePie's videos. We saw it in the background, and we saw a lot of different YouTubers and partners talking about this flavor before anybody even knew about it. So this Yuzu Slash is supposed to be a Yuzu Fruit, which is popular in Asian culture. We're going to do an unboxing, but before I get into the tasting of a yuzu, we're going to go to my friend Shoryia, who is actually a chef and has worked with yuzu as an ingredient in the kitchen. But first, let's just look at, I honestly have to say, I think PewDiePie has some of the cleanest G Fuel shakers I've ever seen. Wow. Inspired by Pewds. Alrighty, before tasting this awesome new flavor, let's go over to Shoryia, who's going to teach us a little bit about the Yuzu Fruit and how it's used in cuisine.
What's up, everyone? My name is Shoryia. I'm here to give you the insider knowledge of Yuzu and how it's used in the real world, I guess you could say. How it's used in the culinary world, how you can use it every day in your day-to-day cooking, and give you a little bit of history, a little bit of knowledge about yuzu. So let's get to it. Now, yuzu has a very unique flavor to it that kind of sets it apart from other citrus fruits. And by that, I mean you get a little bit of everything. You get a little bit of lemon, a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of orange. Some people even say a little bit of lime. I've never really tasted lime, but it's so much other citrus fruits just in one little package, or a little fruit, or even a little extract like so. And some people even say, or even I find, that there's a little bit of like herbal quality to it too. It's kind of hard to explain, but once you really look for it as you're tasting yuzu, whether it be in the juice and maybe even hopefully in the G Fuel, hopefully you can also find it that way too, and kind of experience it as a whole. This little unique fruit, imagine it's right here in my hand. Imagine it's right here. A supermarket near me didn't have any. They were out of stock, so I couldn't actually get a real one for you guys, unfortunately. But this little fruit has been making waves in North America in the culinary industry, being used in meats like chicken, salmon, and beef, and also being used in cocktails like the gin cocktail I'm going to show you later, and also dessert. It's being used in ice creams and custards and cheesecakes. It's just a wonderful little fruit that's been making its name out here, and it's so exciting to see it as a G Fuel flavor as well. Side note, yuzu is actually very tough and hard to find in most places. Usually you can find yuzu extract, which is really tasty. It's really good to use. It's 100% yuzu juice. Or if you really want to spice it up in the kitchen next time you have sushi, or if you want to have rice, it's also ponzu, which is citrus seasoned soy sauce. Really good. Now, the reason why it's so hard to find yuzu in some countries is because supply and demand. It's as simple as that. Supply and demand, and also the worry of other crop diseases infecting yuzu and going back to its motherland where it's being grown, which could either be Korea or Japan.
So what we have here now is our ingredients for our yuzu cocktail, starting with our simple syrup that we made, which is just equal parts sugar and water. Then we have here our yuzu juice, or yuzu extract, which is 100% yuzu juice. It's pretty tasty. Then right here, we have our lovely club soda, which we'll be putting on top of our cocktail once we're done making it. And the alcohol of choice. Yes, gin. Wonderful gin. And remember, kids, to drink responsibly. Make sure you're of age as well. So right here in this little glass, we have some yuzu juice, about a tablespoon and a half yuzu juice. Next up, we're going to be putting in some gin. I spilled a little, don't do that. And if you do, clean up your mess. So we do about 2 ounces. And as soon as we're done cleaning up our mess here, we're going to go grab our lovely chilled glass Here it is. Looks very nice. It's been in there for about half an hour. We also grabbed some ice here that we'll be putting in our mixture. When we shake a shaker, and I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to shake this cup? So I had the bright idea to put it in a shaker cup to mix it up. And lo and behold, it actually worked out pretty well. So what you have in there is your yuzu, some gin, and simple syrup, and our ice cubes. We're getting rid of the old barista shaker. And now we're going to put 2 ice cubes into our glass, our chilled glass, which is starting to thaw a little bit, as you can see. There we go. We got our ice cubes in there. We have our mixture. We're just going to open the lid slightly so the ice cube that was in the shaker cup doesn't fall out. We just want the sweet, sweet nectar of booze, yuzu, and simple syrup. And so, movie magic time later, I had forgotten the club soda and forgot to record me putting it in so professionally the first time till its fullest it can be. And don't forget to stir your drinks. But this is the finished product. It's a little pale, but my goodness, the aroma coming from the liquid is just wonderful. And it tastes refreshing. Quite excellent. And so here we have our custard base, which is consisting of 3 egg yolks, half cup of sugar, and a 1/4 cup of yuzu juice. And we heated that up over a pot of boiling water in a heat-proof bowl for about 10 minutes. And then after that, we cut up some butter, about 4 tablespoons worth, and threw those in there to mix them up, make it nice and creamy. And then after we're done mixing it up, we will cover it all the way. We will put the saran wrap right on top of the custard and put it in the refrigerator to cool. And this is the finished product. About 15 minutes of cooling, I would say. It looks just like pudding, maybe a little bit thicker. It's quite yellow. I'm gonna get a spoon here and get a little dollop here. And forget where the camera is. And there it is right there. You see that? That ain't going anywhere. That's the good stuff right there. That is a good curd. Now we're gonna give it a little taste test, and holy Dinah, it tastes excellent. There is wonderful citrus notes, little dessert treat, a little sweet, but it is very, very good. Very refreshing. The citrus in the yuzu really brightens up anything. You can put it on ice cream if you want. You can make a cheesecake with it. You can make a simple syrup with yuzu juice, which can go into cocktails if you want. Those are the many uses of yuzu and yuzu extract. I hope you had fun learning about yuzu as much as I had showing it off to you guys.
Holy moly. Thank you so much, Shoryia. That was insane. I actually reached out to Shoryia on Twitter when I tweeted about getting the yuzu splash flavor. He was super excited and mentioned that he loves yuzu. And I was like, wait, I know you're a chef. So I hopped in the DMs and I said, hey, let's collab on this. And we did, and it turned out super awesome. So thank you so much, Shoryia, for teaching us a little bit about the yuzu fruit and how it's used in the kitchen. Don't forget, you can follow Shoryia. All his socials will be linked down below. But let's get right into the taste test. Like normal, I don't like using the shaker that came with the collector's box. I still have to clean it, but it's also not clear. I prefer a clear shaker when trying a new flavor, just so we can see what's going on inside when we mix it. Mine again has the normal seal on it. Right off the bat, it kind of smells like lemonade, but it's not very strong. And my scoop is actually right on top for the most part. So it looks like every new flavor is now going to get these new scoops that say G Fuel on the handle and then have the Gamma Labs turbine on the bottom. We first saw this with the mystery flavor, and it looks like it's come with every flavor since then. For those of you who are new here, I take the top off. The top is meant as a funnel for like a water bottle or anything with a smaller mouth to it. I only use G Fuel shakers with my G Fuel, so I take this and I'll throw it away. Where did that land? Unlike a lot of the previous citrus flavors, the powder is actually really fluffy, We saw with the Sour Demonade how dense the flavor was, and some people are saying that just happens with the citrus flavors, which I totally understand, but look how light and fluffy this is. Right away as it's mixing, we see a yellow color, so let's see what happens when we mix. Definitely the color I expected. It's kind of a pale, opaque yellow. Not as bright as I thought maybe it would be from the art, but I mean, compared to the tub, it's a color that makes sense. Unlike the Tetris Blast, that is this dark berry color that doesn't complement the flavor or artwork at all. So bear in mind that I have not tried anything yuzu at all. My next video is actually going to be a comparison with the PewDiePie G Fuel and all of these yuzu flavored things that I purchased the other day. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw when I bought these things, so I'm super excited to do this video for you. So stick around, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below if you want to see that video. So right off the bat, holy moly. So I smell lemonade, or lemon, right? I know it's supposed to be like a lemony citrus fruit. It's like Sour Demonade, but more natural flavor smell, if that makes sense. It's like whole freshly squeezed lemonade with like a little bit like, the more I smell it, the more I smell like a mandarin. It's kind of exactly the way Shoryia explained an actual yuzu fruit tastes like, which is like a lemon, mandarin, grapefruit kind of vibe. That's insane. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I've already seen some people who got their yuzu splash before I did, and they say they've been drinking it every single day, which means to me that it's a good everyday flavor because it's usually something light, fruity, or just isn't that like crazy tasting, honestly. So this honestly is kind of basic as a flavor. It's got that lemon, mandarin, grapefruit kind of taste. So if citrus is your thing, do it. If you love lemonade, do it. If you loved Sour Demonade, but it wasn't as like fresh tasting as you had hoped, do it. Holy crap, this is like a popsicle or something. Will be insane. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. I can't wait to try this in mixes. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. Holy Toledo. Don't forget you can use code KAIT, K-A-I-T, for 10% off your G Fuel orders. Sometimes it's 30%. Just check my social media when that happens. I post on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching my yuzu / review, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time when I compare this guy to all of these. Crazy. Okay, bye.